She will speak to you about any topic. There's no filter on her, so I was happy with that. But her do's and her don'ts, those things are like kind of flags to me. Just off of that, I just automatically put you in a friend zone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We're talking to you guys really quickly about Marcii and Blue, and I want to make you understand something. Saying no becomes problematic when you say no in this particular instance. Marcii and Blue are talking about, their likes, dislikes, hobbies, and all that kind of stuff. It's not the it's the way she says no that becomes the problem. Her nope is the issue, not the fact that she actually said no. It's the tone, it's the energy behind it, and that becomes problematic for the other person. And that's why he put her in the friend zone. And I'm going to break it down a little bit more because you guys know already what I say. Delivery is king. A part of communication is understanding your audience, but also understanding how your message will be received. Saying nope, straight like that, can cause tensions in any particular situation, especially in dating. But let's break it down. So if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor. Like it, share, subscribe, and click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. And let me help you guys navigate this dating world as well. Listen, hey, you returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated because squeeze out. They were hot. Let's get into this. Let's play a little clip and then we'll talk a little bit more as well.
Pictures everywhere. All right, so if I say, let's do a cabin.
Nope. I don't want to go to the cabin. What are we going to do there? It's bears, it's snakes.
Not that. Well,
raccoons. I hate raccoons. It's possum.
Now, listen, this risk right here, you might be thinking, well, I'm glad she said no because, she knows her value. She knows her standards. She knows, what she wants. Why shouldn't she say no? It's not the no. I don't want you to miss this. Make this, look, in dating, we have to understand there are ways to skin a cat. Okay. And there's ways to go about the way that we communicate with other people, what we actually like. And when we're trying to build bridges with people that we actually like, there's a way to go around certain different things. Okay. Now, Marcii, he asked a question, and what he's trying to do is really assess how he well, first of all, he wants to let her know how important cabins and outdoors is, because the whole conversation was about outdoors. And so he's kind of like, kind of give his excitement and his give over, like, this is what I like doing, right? This is an exciting point for him. So when he then presents, oh, what about cabins, right? She immediately shuts it down. The nope was actually a shutdown. It wasn't a polite decline, it was a shutdown. And it's further encapsulated later on when she is unknowingly, belligerently rude, but doesn't realize she's being rude subtly when she talks about people having kids. I'll play the clip and you can have a look.
Nobody with kids.
Should I leave now?
Don't complicate your life if you don't have to, is what I'm saying.
That ain't gonna come off well. Don't complicate your life if you don't need to. That's what I'm saying. And it doesn't sound great. It's not that it's offensive per se, but it doesn't sound great. And so, unfortunately, it's gonna come off some type of way. And of course, Blue was, you can see he was a little bit, I would say, offended. Maybe wasn't as much interested. He made a joke about should I leave now, but he really meant it. We make these jokes and we actually really mean it. Back onto what I'm saying though about the no and aspect, so you can understand how this plays into relationships. First and foremost, understand the context. He brought this subject forward because they were talking about outdoors. He likes outdoors. This is something that he likes. So when I present something that I like and you tell me no, I'm not doing it, what do you think is going to happen to a person? Because naturally, both men and women do this. They want to be able to find a person who has similar likes and interests. And sometimes the interest isn't that you exactly like it. Sometimes the interest is I'm willing to do it. And by her saying nope, she actually said that she's not willing to participate, she's not willing to negotiate, and she's not willing to even be open to the idea of. And her nope said far more than actually her two letters actually said. And so she might not realize that, but she actually shut down the conversation by doing that. Okay, her no gives an impression that she doesn't like him. Right? Because when we like people and we care about them, we go about we find our ways to kind of skin a cat in a different way, right? because we want to soften the blow a little bit. Now, does that mean coddle him? Does that mean no? We're not saying that. What we're talking about is communication and how it is viewed. The no is like, it's like, imagine your boss asks you, and he says, "Listen, could you stay behind?" Nope, gone. Right now, your nope might not feel like it's rude, like you're setting your good boundaries, but what you actually done is being quite rude. What I'm saying, the nope isn't the issue; it's the tone and the delivery and how it's been delivered. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the most important part. And so her no's given an impression that she doesn't really like him, even though I know she does. But it's given an impression that she doesn't like him because she said it so bludgeoningly dry. So a better way of actually doing this would have been to say, "Listen, hey, it's not my preference. Let's go to the cabin." Or do you know what? Like she said, cabins are scary. I don't know if it's my kind of thing, right? That would have been better, because what it does is it leaves a door slightly open, right? And that little bit of door open, you may never open it, but the fact is that you've let that open. That means there's a willingness to at least try, even if I don't like it, but I'm gonna try for you. That creates the specialness of that person, makes a person feel like, oh, maybe you know what, like you're willing to do it for me. And that's the reality of relationships. We do things for the other party that we probably wouldn't do for others, because we care about people or we like people, and we give them a little bit of a favor that we wouldn't give even our family members. And so her way of saying no was the issue. It's a tone, and the energy behind it, right? Even if she had said, "Listen, look, cabin things really not my kind of thing, but you know what, I'm willing to try." The willing to try shows a willingness to do something on your behalf. Again, it endears the person to you. But when you say nope and you shut it down, that's probably how you're going to deal with other things that you might not like. And the reality is, in a relationship, we do things that we don't like. Yep. So if that's how you handle my interest and you don't like it, how else are you going to handle other things in our relationship? That's what the mind is thinking. You know what I'm saying? So both men and women like to have that, that influence with one another. We all want to have that feeling that, do you know what, we're able to have a partner that is willing to do stuff with us, even if they may not necessarily like it, and we appreciate that person when they do. So to rob yourself of that opportunity by, declaring a no so strongly. We can watch the clip one more time, just so you can understand this energy.
With kids,
Should I leave now?
don't complicate your life if you don't have to, is what I'm saying.
It doesn't sound good, does it? In fact, she's not even looking at him communication wise. She's not even paying attention to him at that moment. Well, I say that, but her face is even lodged into the plate. So again, it misses that eye connecting situation where, at least if we have an eye contact, maybe we can lessen the blow a little bit in what I'm saying, and maybe it gets delivered in a different way. Again, all of these are moving components that add to a delivery of a message. Just pay attention to her body language when he asks about the cabin. Watch her facial expressions twist and turn, and she looks so uncomfortable. Watch her
everywhere. All right, so if I say, let's do a cabin.
Nope. I don't want to go to the cabin. What are we going to do there? It's bears, it's snakes.
Not that. Well,
raccoons. I hate.
Did you notice the way her face, as soon as man mentioned cabin, her face twisted up? Hands were in between her thighs. So, again, she's even smalled up herself, and so it's not giving off positive energy towards that situation, at least that particular moment of the conversation. So again, it's all about the moving pieces. So don't think that saying no is the issue. It's the way you say no that can actually change the dynamic of the relationship between yourself and her. And now, what do you say after that? Her strong do's and don'ts are what I'd now put her in the friend zone. Not that he doesn't find her attractive, not that he doesn't think she's funny or she's nice to be around. Her strong boundaries, over strong stated boundaries of do's and don'ts, her very rigid ruler way of doing things, that's what's cost her and put it into that zone. So like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you. Comment down below, let me know. Maybe you disagree, that's fine by me.